Captain Kirk's return doesn't arrive quietly. It comes with the unmistakable tension of unfinished business. In the vast, ever-expanding universe of Star Trek, few rivalries burn as fiercely as the one between Captain James T. Kirk and the Klingon Empire. And now, decades after his original voyages aboard the Enterprise, Kirk is stepping back into the story with one clear objective: revenge. This isn't the reckless, swashbuckling Kirk of old, though that spirit still lingers. This version carries the weight of memory, the echoes of battles fought, friends lost, and a galaxy that has changed in ways even he can barely recognize. The Klingons are no longer the same enemies he once faced, either. Their empire has evolved, fractured, and adapted to a universe that has moved beyond the Cold War era of Kirk's prime. But the scars remain. For Kirk, the Klingons are more than just adversaries. They are symbols. Symbols of loss, of betrayal, of a legacy he never fully reconciled. Every encounter he had with them in his prime left a mark, from tense standoffs to brutal engagements that pushed his crew to the brink. But one question lingers beneath the surface. Was Kirk ever truly the victor, or merely surviving in a game where the rules were always shifting? Now, the stakes are personal. This new chapter explores a Kirk who isn't just reacting, he's pursuing. There's a deliberate edge to his mission, a calculated intensity that reflects years of reflection. Revenge, in this sense, isn't just about retaliation. It's about closure, about facing the ghosts of the past and deciding whether they still have power over him. What makes this return even more compelling is how it reframes the idea of heroism. In earlier eras of Star Trek, Kirk embodied optimism and bold exploration, the quintessential captain who believed in diplomacy, even while wielding strength. But revenge complicates that legacy. It raises questions. How far is too far? Can a hero become consumed by the very conflict they once stood against? And perhaps most importantly, what does it mean for a man like Kirk to confront an enemy that has evolved beyond the one he remembers? The Klingons, too, are not static villains. They are warriors with their own codes, their own sense of honor, and their own histories of conflict with the Federation. This creates a fascinating dynamic, because Kirk's quest for revenge may not align with the present-day Klingon identity. He is chasing an enemy shaped by the past, while they exist in a present that may not recognize him in the same way. Visually and thematically, this return promises a darker tone, one that leans into the psychological complexity of Kirk's character. Expect tense standoffs, morally ambiguous decisions, and moments where action gives way to introspection. This isn't just about phasers and starships. It's about the man behind the legend confronting the consequences of a lifetime spent on the edge of conflict. And yet, at its core, this story still feels unmistakably Star Trek, because even in a tale driven by revenge, the franchise's enduring question remains: can understanding and connection ultimately overcome even the deepest divides? Kirk may be back for revenge, but in the end, the real question is whether the galaxy, and Kirk himself, can survive what happens when the past refuses to stay buried.